Hello, I'm in a different location now. But I was thinking about the crisis in Kazakhstan, and there's a big crisis. And I don't think it's being fully covered in the Western media. We're saying that it's a crisis about a hike in fuel prices, which of course exists. There's been a big riot in Almaty, the capital of Kazakhstan. 8 police at least and some National Guardsmen have been killed by a mob, a huge mob. But I think the real problem is lingering resentment about the continued influence of the old president, Sultan Nazarbayev. Now, he quit in 2019 after 30 years of power, and he was replaced by Jomart Tokayev, I think. However, Nur-Sultan retains control through his family and more directly as well. He's the power behind the throne. So Tokayev's attempts to go on television and reassure people and to sack various members of Nur-Sultan's immediate family has not reassured the crowd. And this is why there's so much unrest. Now, the unrest is blamed in Kazakhstan on foreigners. They're following a particular pattern which is manifest in Russia itself. Blame the problem on foreign activism. And in fact, the US has been cited. It says it has nothing whatsoever to do with it. And I'm inclined to agree with that. Russia has also responded by offering peacekeeping troops, as has Armenia, and also by thumping up security around the space agency, the place where all the cosmonauts go up into space, Baikonur Cosmodrome, and that should be, well, that I think is their attempt to reassure and to drum up security. But one of the flashpoints in the riots was around a large statue of Nur-Sultan. So the issues that we've had with statues being pulled down, the issues we've had with iconoclasm, are being seen in Eastern Europe as well. Now, of course, in Eastern Europe, there's already a tradition of pulling statues down. We saw that at the end of the Soviet era. We also saw it in Iraq. I think we have to be very careful about setting these things in motion, pulling statues down. Generally, this means that something else has gone wrong and that the authorities, the government, hasn't acted soon enough. And a statue is simply a symbol, but it can be a symbol not of history but of oppression. And we need to make sure that statues represent our collective history, that they need interpreting, and that may mean that we need more statues. It may mean that we need to put statues in specific places. We can't just explain away a statue with some sort of additional inscription. A statue needs a context, and if that context has become sour, then we will see statues pulled down. We need to make sure that doesn't happen. I think it's a foolish thing to start pulling down statues and desecrating our history, burning buildings and so on. We need to stop that at all costs.